Marnie before we give the official answer of mine. But of course, they'll never give it to me, so.
No, that's no fun.
I got to keep the ring Bible right by my hand, by my side here.
All right. Again, we got this 4-round heavyweight fight coming up. Now, this is going to be an interesting situation, Angel. You know from earlier days in your career, this is what's known as a swing bout. These guys are gloved up since early this evening. They have no idea when they're going on. We see Kevin Rosier making his way to the ring right now. Has not broken a sweat. The sitting back there. How do fighters deal with the swing bout situation? Because sometimes that's a career breaker. You could lose 2 or 3 swing fights just because you're not properly warmed up, and it turns a career.
It all depends on the fighter. All depends on the fighter. He's always got to be tuned. He's always got to stay loose. And he's always got to bust a good sweat before he comes out. At any time, he's always got to be prepared to come out.
But what happens if you're literally waiting for 2.5 to 3 hours? You can't train. You can't stay loose for that long.
What you do, you bust a good sweat. You bust shadow boxing, stretching. Then you lay down for a little while, get back up, bust another good sweat.
Call dominoes.
Call dominoes. You take a look, that's Roman Bugaj coming in undefeated tonight, 7-0, 6 knockouts. You recognize the man to the right, that's Angelo Dundee. Big weight advantage for Kevin Rosier, almost 70 pounds. Slight height advantage. He's got a 9-inch reach advantage, but he is 10 years older. Certainly the journeyman status at this point. He fought a very tough fight with Taurus Sykes on our last show. Very winnable right up until the end. Close decision loss. So we'll see if he can pull up an upset tonight. Who will be the more warmed up of the two? But up to our ring announcer for the official introductions, magnificent Mark Bureau.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cedric Kushner Promotions in association with Hits Enterprises presents this heavyweight explosion scheduled for 4 rounds. Your referee from Chicago, Gerald Scott. Introducing the principals first in the red corner to my right, wearing the blue and white trunks and weighing in at 282 pounds with a professional record of 8 victories, 8 defeats, and 6 wins coming by way of knockout. He hails from Rochester, New York. Here is Kevin Rosier. Rosier. His opponent in the blue corner, wearing the black trunks with the gold accessories. He weighs in at 218 pounds. He is undefeated in 7 professional bouts with 6 wins coming by way of knockout. He hails from Krakow, Poland, and now makes his home in Hollywood, Florida. Introducing Roman Bugaj. Bugaj, 4 rounds, heavyweights.
Angelo Dundee putting on the finishing touches there on Roman Bugaj.
Take yourself at all times, obey my commands. Touch gloves, good luck.
Doctor to ringside, please. Ringside, physician to ringside.
They're going to hold up this fight. I don't think they can start the fight till the doctor's out there. Doctor probably attending right now, making sure that everything is the way it's supposed to be with Cedric Fields, maybe looking at that knee, but I think they're going to go ahead and start it nevertheless. And there we go, round 1 is a schedule for 4. Bugaj in the black shorts, Kevin Rosier, he's in the blue and white.
And there's a lot of blue and white.
Kevin coming in rather large tonight.
I think this is the perfect opportunity for me to say hi to Cedric Kushner Promotions. God bless Cedric. Thanks for having me again. We miss you.
And I'll take another opportunity, as we're hoping to stay warmed up, to thank Bobby Hitz for that great dinner at Nana's Cafe last night. That's the best part about coming to Chicago, is Bobby Hitz taking us out to his restaurant in downtown Chicago, and everybody treating us great here, as they did just 2 weeks ago. Right now, though, Roman Bugaj not treating Kevin Rosier so nice. Rosier's been stopped 5 times, does not have the greatest beard. Coming in tonight 8-9, fought just a week ago on our last explosion. Losing a 4-round decision, as we mentioned, to Taurus Sykes. He's got a 4-bout losing streak going here, something I'm sure he would like to break. Last win coming against Brad Roan back in June of last year. And now getting backed up all over the ring by the heavy-hitting Bugaj, who's got 6 knockouts in his 7 wins. First fight of Y2K for Bugaj, and of course the second start for Rosier.
Well, this is a lot different than kickboxing, as Kevin Rosier is finding out. I'm sure he already knows. And it's a lot different than Ultimate Challenge fighting, which he fought in 1993 in the very first one.
And made it to the semifinals. Oh, he's a tough guy. Nice kid, too. He's no kid anymore. He's 38 years old right now. Just turned 38. And we've got just about a minute to go here in the first. Scheduled for 4. Nice body attack by Bugaj. Angelo Dundee very high on this fighter. And right now, oh, Kevin looks for a low blow call from referee Gerald Scott. He just stares over at Kevin. And the hand's starting to come down as the body attack wearing down Rosier.
Bugaj doing one thing that's very impressive, and he's just going to the body, and he's taking his time, and he's picking his shots, and he's putting something on each and every shot.
I'll tell you what, when he goes bouncing off those ropes, I hope he doesn't decide to do it on our end.
And much tougher competition than Rosier has seen.
Angel, we may never see you again.
If he lands on Angel, you won't make it to Tuesday's fight.
You're going to need an Angel.
Yvette's got a very worried look on her face back there, worried that that might in fact happen.
What about us?
Yeah, but we don't have to fight Tuesday. End of the first. Great one for Bugaj.
The heavyweight out of Chicago. He's coming up next. And still to come tonight, junior middleweight out of Chicago, the undefeated Fernando Hernandez.
Notice Angelo Dundee using a lot of sign language in the corner. Bugaj doesn't speak English, and I know Angelo doesn't speak Polish.
Oh, he speaks more Polish than you know. I'm serious. He does. Listen. In and out. Box, box.
That's Polish?
Believe me, he understands it.
Smart. First. Don't wait. Jab, move, okay? Mouthpiece. Yeah, sure.
All right, so I was wrong again.
Round 2 of a 4-rounder. We're having a lot of fun watching Angelo Dundee try to communicate with Roman Bugaj between rounds. Bugaj doesn't speak English, and of course Angelo not speaking Polish. A lot of hand signals.
You know what? Right now, if I'm the Hollywood Reporter, I'm looking for Tom Arnold because I think he's in Chicago in a boxing ring. This guy looks just like Tom Arnold.
Former husband of Roseanne. Oh, we got the truck, came up with some good ones. He looks a little like Meatloaf.
He does look a little like Meatloaf.
And a little bit like Chris Farley.
And maybe a little Charles J.
Now the question is, who does Bugaj look like? He looks like a real heavyweight with a 7-0 record and 6 knockouts. Although Kevin Rosier not having a bad round here.
He's not having a good round.
The body attack, breathing heavy though through the mouth. Oh, nice straight right hand lead. First one of those thrown by Rosier, showing a little bit of a different look. Oh, and Rosier started to tee off a little bit here.
I'll tell you, when Rosier hits him, the guy goes flying.
Well, he's got a 70-pound weight advantage over Bugaj. It's got to mean something.
That's all that means is the weight.
I mean, Angel, that would be the equivalent of you fighting a guy who's 205. To put that into perspective.
I have sparred a guy that much weight.
Rosier is covering up right now. He's making a face at Bugaj, trying to take him a little bit out of his game plan.
He's hitting him right where the jelly donuts are. And in fact, I'm starting to see a little jelly come out there, I think. A little redness around the midsection of our boy Rosier.
Kimmy shot.
That was some kidney shot. Wow.
Now, Bugaj sort of signals that he got hit from the back just then. Trying to get the referee's attention as he starts to open up a little bit. Little welt under the left eye of Bugaj from some of those shots, that big wild right hand that Kevin Rosier is known for. Certainly not known for his jab.
Bugaj should get inside and let the uppercuts go, because that's what Rose is open for, his uppercuts. He protects the sides real good, but right through the middle, he's all open.
I don't think that's in Bugaj's arsenal right now, Angel. At this point in his career, 7-0, 7 professional fights. Doesn't seem to have that. He hasn't learned that page yet.
Bugaj's face. Crimson red.
I told you, he's gotten some shots. And again, that right hand leading over the top by Rosier. Not a bad round for Rosier.
Somebody give it to him. We're starting to get into this fight.
Quiet, shut up.
Joining us tonight.
You need to listen to Al Gavin. Right hand to the body, the left to the head. Keep close to him and he can't do anything to you. You want to stay in here? Then show me.
Right to the body.
Action from round 2. And you can see Kevin Rosier landing some good shots.
Rosier starts that punch out in Appleton. It sweeps down through Milwaukee and eventually lands in Chicago. That is a telegraph chop if I ever saw one.
But it landed.
Trying to chop down a tree.
Round 3 was scheduled for 4. Not a bad second for Kevin Rosier. So much so, John, that you gave him the round.
I certainly did, and I dare Manfredi to argue with me again.
Well, I don't know. I wouldn't dare him. But Al Gavin in the face of Kevin between rounds, and he seems to think that he can win this fight. He says, I'm Al Gavin. Now listen to me. And you want to stay here. And
I don't care how many tattoos Angel has.
Hey, Rosier land a good body shot just right now. If you weren't looking, he'd land a good body shot. Hey, his corner's telling him to come out and fight. And he's trying, but I don't think he'll run around.
I bet you get along real well with Dennis Rodman, don't you? I hope you guys left some ink for the newspaper industry.
The only thing between me and Dennis Rodman, I got Jesus, he don't, okay?
Nobody's got
getting
Carmen.
interesting here at the announcers table.
He's got Carmen Electra. And I hate to tell you which side I would pick.
Okay.
I know. Falling victim to the flesh, I know.
And there is a lot of flesh in the ring right now.
Speaking of flesh.
Speaking of flesh, as we're almost halfway gone here, you guys used up the first half of the round, you know, with your petty differences.
I don't think we missed anything.
But
we're trying to keep you loose, Arnie. We noticed you're a little tight tonight.
Yeah, I'm tight. Kevin Rosier, though, again, hanging in here right now. What sort of a yardstick is this for a young fighter like Bugaj not to take out a Kevin Rosier?
Well, Rozier's a tough guy. I mean, he's a brawling, tough guy who refuses to quit. And Rosier is starting to run out of a little steam here, and he's trying to chop down a bigger tree. But Angel's right. He hasn't done all the right things. Good counter right hand by Bugaj.
But Kevin has been stopped by the likes of Joe Macy, Wolf Graham, and about 3 other fighters that we've never heard of. And you would think
Well,
that...
I mean, let's face it. The one guy is much larger than the other guy, and there is some credence, even though the other guy is a real fighter with skills. Rosier is a guy who's like trying to scale Mount Everest, and Bugaj is trying to take steps up the side of the mountain. The problem is it's hard to scale that mountain all at once.
Well, I think, Angel, you saw the ticket. I just think Bugaj doesn't know how to do it, which is to get inside and throw that uppercut.
Well, we got to ask ourselves, who has Bugaj fought? Has he fought quality?
Good question.
No, not at this point in his career with only 7. This is his 8th pro
Well,
fight.
there you go. He's still learning.
He's still in the learning process right now because I don't see too much activity out of him, and he waits a lot too as well.
But he is getting hit a lot as we come to the end of the 3rd. He won the round, but getting tagged too much for my good.
Let's make it through 3 of 4 and final round. Coming up next, tonight's heavyweight explosion brought to you by Hits Enterprises and Center Christian Promotions.
Oh, sorry.
Also brought to you by the Chicago Sun-Times and the undisputed king of bears, Budweiser. Bringing all 3 Bud girls tonight. This is Shelby coming into the ring. New millennium, 2,000 cigars still on sale in the lounge area. Just
only 3 minutes. Boxing out. Don't wait. Okay.
Don't get us up night before the game tonight. Drop the name, the phone number on the business card.
Sit down.
Last round. Remember. About all upcoming Hits Enterprises professional boxing promotions.
Only 3 minutes.
Still great action. Set to go tonight.
Let's see you go. In, out, flip, right. No clinches. No clinches.
Still to come. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your 4th and final round.
Fourth and final round. Roman Bugaj, he's in the black shorts. Kevin Rosier in the blue and white. No knockdowns in the fight. It's been all Roman Bugaj, but he's not been able to hurt. There's the uppercut that Angel said, as you said, that would be the ticket. And you know what? Rosier's still standing, walks through the uppercut, and seems to be backing up Bugaj here in the last round. Angelo Dundee once again in the face of Roman Bugaj, but it's got to be very difficult because of the language barrier to really get his point across to Roman Bugaj.
I think Bugaj should just take advantage and, you know, use him like a punching bag. Since he wants to sit there, since Rosier wants to sit there and take punches, Bugaj should just take advantage and just pound him away until he finishes this round. Give it all he got this whole round.
And, you know, Bugaj's trying. There's no doubt about that, but I think at this point, I think he realizes that he's not putting this big guy away.
He doesn't have the power to get this guy out of here.
Well, let me tell you, I noticed that Bugaj doesn't use his legs when he throws his shots. That's your power. Your legs are your power. And if you don't use your legs with your shots, you're not gonna let nobody out.
Well, also in today's marketplace, at 218 pounds, Roman Bugaj can't fight these guys that are 250, 260, 270. These guys need to put on weight, and that's been a problem with some of the, what I call the Swedish connection fighters, although Bugaj, of course, and there's that uppercut. He's out of Poland, but some of these guys Angelo's got down in the gym need to put on some more pounds and some bulk to compete with some of the bigger heavyweights today.
He needs that uppercut. He needs that right and left uppercut. He's got to do more of it, and he can establish what he's trying to establish.
What could he be following? What could he be following that uppercut with, Angel?
Oh, you can follow it with a double uppercut with the right and left. But he's only throwing one at a time, and that's lack of experience. I feel he needs a lot more experience.
I think you should tempt him with a banana split, and then when he reaches for it, hit him with the right hand.
Oh, you're cruel, Saraceno.
I tell you what, Rosier's taking his beating like a man tonight.
See right there, he's on the ropes, calling the right uppercut, but he's got to let go. He can't just sit and lay on him. You got to throw punches. You got to be there. You're smaller. You should be throwing more speed punches than you there.
Bloody nose from Rosier.
Well, again, Rosier's second fight within 8 days. Just fought on Heavyweight Explosion last week in our New York show. Back here again, sort of a journeyman throwback. They'll come in a moment's notice for this 4-round, wake him up in the middle of the night, and they'll let you do this to him. But he'll survive as well, and he will survive this one.
There goes the uppercut. That was the key. Just didn't use it enough. Waited too long for it.
Well, second distance fight in a row for Roman Bugaj. His last fight went the distance for Earl Hayes back in December. This one goes the distance as well after he's had a 3-month layoff. And without any doubt, Roman Bugaj will improve to 8-0. And Kevin Rosier will drop down more than likely to 8-10. But a good learning experience for Roman Bugaj on how to move around a man who's got 70 pounds on you. And I'm sure when they watch the tape, they'll figure out, as Angel pointed out, what they're going to need to do to follow up on that uppercut. Crowd cheering right now as Angelo Dundee is formally introduced to the sellout crowd here at the Ramada. in Rosemont.
I got his 15-pound. I'll kill you.
But we're looking for our official decision right now, and I believe Mark Bureau's got the numbers.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a unanimous decision. All three judges at ringside, Ted Gizma, Bill Lurch, and John McCarthy, have scored this bout 40-36, all to the winner by unanimous decision, Roman Bugaj. Bugaj.
All right, there you have it. Roman Bugaj again remains undefeated, 8-0. Kevin Rosier, he'll drop down to 8-10. It was a shutout, similar to the way I saw it, except for the charity round given by John Saraceno along the way. But it's been a great night.